Hi, my name is Donalda James. I'm 58 years old. I'm a project manager and I work for a local municipality in government. Some of the problems or issues I find working with the millennium population, sometimes they tend to be overly aggressive unnecessarily. Um, they don't seem to think things through all the way, look at how cause and effect. They lack foresight. And within that, they are not as willing to listen to people who have the experience in the field. They're even unwilling to take part in some type of changing of the guard before they quit to push people out to the pasture. It can be very difficult. So you're sitting there with all the expertise and the experience, but you're not recognized. One way they also kind of push you out is they tend not to give you the respect or the financial reward that you deserve. And so you kind of just like wither away there. Um, they're very quick to dispose of people. And so it creates a lot of tension in the workplace. It's almost like there's two camps, and it could be very difficult. When it comes to problems that I see in the world today, particularly in the US, there is, and it's funny because the first question leads into the second one, which the squeeze of the middle class. If you're somebody in my age group and you still have children in college, you're still paying a mortgage, you're still really into real life, and you're put in a situation where you're dealing with a millennium, someone who doesn't value what you have to bring to the table, and then on top of that, they're squeezing you financially, it could be a real problem. Particularly when you have someone who you could be their parent, and they're the ones who can determine your livelihood. It's an issue. Another big problem, same thing, how one leads to the other, is gentrification. How this middle class who are like barely making it are being squeezed out of areas that they've lived all their life. Okay? And the areas that you can live in are becoming smaller and smaller. Big problem, which one leads to the other. Next one is homelessness. My God, there are many homeless people who have college degrees and who were a part of the workforce who, for one reason or the other, have been squeezed out and find themselves without a home. Last thing, which is a big problem, which is student loan debt. Student loan debt is, I can't even find the words. So you want to educate your kids, but it's going to haunt you. It's going to ruin the rest of your life. These kids who are taking out student loans today, they won't even be able to purchase a home because they're going to spend their whole life, their whole time paying for that education that may or may not give them the returns that they need to live in the areas that they want to live. Big problem. Last question, who's my hero? I don't really have too many heroes. I'm my own hero because I've had to get through a lot of these issues that we're talking about. But they are people I admire. I do admire people like Oprah, Michelle Obama, people who have really worked themselves up from humble beginnings to make themselves something extraordinary. Those are the type of people who really inspire me to say, don't give up. You know, look for every opportunity possible to make things happen for you and to be an example for your children. And yeah, that's what I find inspiring. Thank you. Once again, my name is Donalda James.